Adventures with Island Girl. Well, today we are talking about knots, okay? The most number one important thing out on the water to secure your boat, to secure things to your boat, is you gotta know your knots, okay? You will use a multitude of knots every single day while you're out sailing or just boating in general. And so if you're a new boater or your boyfriend or husband just got a boat, this is the number one thing to impress them, is know your knots. Okay, the first knot is the bowline. It's bowline, not bowline, it's bowline. Okay, that is like the number one knot that's used in sailing and boating in general. And what a bowline does is you're able to make a loop. It's a loop that you can hook on. Say this is a piling back here, and you can hook it onto the piling or hook it onto a cleat on the dock. But this is what a bowline looks like right here. Okay, and this is how you make a bowline. Okay, we're going to make a loop right like this. Hold the loop. This little running end, okay, this is going to go behind it, okay? And then you're going to bring it around the little stump tree and then back through. And then you're going to grab this and pull. So this will be a bowline. Okay, this is what a bowline looks like. Most important knot that you use on the water. The second most important knot would be something called the clove hitch. Clove hitch is the next important knot. Okay, and that is pretty much to secure like your fenders on the side of the boat. So you have to, a lot of people call them bumpers, but they're actually called fenders. So don't mix that up because everyone will love correcting you. Hey hun, those are called fenders, not bumpers. But anyhow, to secure fenders. And you usually secure the fenders sometimes on your lifelines. Those are the little white lines that run on each side of your boat. Like right here, these are lifelines. And when you're way out in the ocean, high seas, you're usually wearing a clip that will secure to the lifeline. So in case you go overboard, the lifeline will catch you and you won't go in the water and, you know, float away. But anyhow, a bowline, it usually goes around something, okay? And then how it looks, you have to bring it back around and underneath so that when it's done, it kind of crisscrosses on itself. Well, anyhow, a bowline secures items to your lifeline or to any straight bar or straight item. You tie it off with a bowline, and then you can snug it up, you can tighten it, you can loosen it. It's really nice. And to finish off a bowline, you might want to just do a little half hitch, which is just like a little knot, just a little loop around, a little half hitch to always finish off a bowline. It always helps, you know, to secure it just in case it came undone a little bit. The next one, square knot. Square knot. That's another knot that everyone should know when you're out on the water on your boat. A square knot is mostly used to secure two ends of a rope together. Okay, so say you have a really large diameter rope and a really small diameter rope. If you look around here. So say we have a large diameter, right like this, and small diameter, okay? Well, a lot of people confuse a granny knot with a square knot. A square knot is right over left and left over right. And you want it to look like this. And then you dress it up. So, this is what a square knot looks like. So you see both ends going in right here, both ends coming out, and it's secures a small diameter rope or line to a large diameter, small and large, and then you can pull on it, and that is not going anywhere. But a granny knot would be if you did not have it like this, it would just fall apart and open up on itself. Okay, so a square knot, don't forget, is right over left, left over right, and it looks very symmetrical, not unsymmetrical. Okay, so we covered square knot. The next one, figure eight. A figure eight. This is also in the climbing world. This is also called a stopper knot, or figure eights are used mostly as stoppers or to loop around something and finish it off. So a figure eight would be just like this. This is a figure eight, okay? Right there. So if you made a figure eight, a little farther down, right like this, figure eight right here, there's something called a figure eight follow through, which you would then trace around. I can't get the other end, but anyhow, you would trace it back around and follow it through. So figure eight follow through, this is a figure eight right here. And these are the major knots used in all aspects of sailing. So the number one knot that you used, we started off with, was a bowline, spelled bowline, but bowline, a bowline. And that was the one that you can hook on items. You can hook it up right here on a cleat, whatever. And the next one was a clove hitch. It's normally looped around something that's straight, a bar or some straight item, to get your fenders on the side of your boat, your lifeline. Clove hitch is used to hook something on to a straight object usually, but you know, you can work with it back and forth. The other one was the square knot. Square knot is to bring together two uneven lines. You can call it rope, you can call it line. I'm not going to correct you. Everybody knows what it is. If it's an emergency, hey, give me the rope, give me the line, whatever. But to put together two uneven to make it lock on itself, and it should look very symmetrical. Right over left, left over right is how you make a square knot. Not a granny knot, because it won't hold. And then the last one was the was the figure eight. So figure eight, or just the stopper knot. Anyhow, these are the four major knots that you use in sailing and boating. Get to know them, get to learn them, because you will use them when you're out there. This has been Sailing Adventures of the Island Girl. Happy sailing!